Game time. Put me in, coach. Today we are talking about Team USA losing to Team France in the Tokyo finals. I have 3 reasons as to why this happened. Before we get into that, like this video, subscribe to the channel because here is commentary, it's analysis, and it is a way to become better at basketball, whether you're a player or a coach, right? So with that being said, make sure you share this video because once again, we're talking basketball here. So without further ado, let's dive straight into this. The number 1 reason as to why Team USA lost to Team France is simply because of Kevin Durant. He did not have a good game. 4 for 12. People keep comparing Kevin Durant to LeBron James, but I keep telling people LeBron James is better simply because he does more things on the basketball court. When you're close to the basket and you get the rebound, typically that means you're playing some kind of defense around the basket in order to get the rebound, whether it's a chase down block, whether it's what I would like to call positional defense, being in help side, right? That means you're in the right place at the right time in order to get the rebound. Now, the other thing that's actually the most important thing is the assists. LeBron always has more assists than KD. So again, when talking about these 2 players, people have to look at what they're actually saying, and maybe they should change the way that they compare these 2 players, because when we're talking about better assisting the ball when you're playing in a team sport is very important, because if he's getting a rebound and you're running, that means you know that the ball is coming, because LeBron likes to make those passes, right? So for me, as a guy who, when I played, if I knew somebody was going to pass the ball, it gave me more energy. I was more inspired to get open. All right, that's reason number 1. Reason number 2 is our NBA players, our NBA All-Stars had terrible games as well. So we cannot blame the coach, because we were up several times in this game where we actually should have ran away with it and it should have been a blowout, right? But our guys just weren't hitting shots. Now, let me give you guys a couple names just so you know that I'm talking about our top players. Even if Steph didn't go, Clay didn't go, Russell Westbrook didn't go, James Harden, Kyrie, right? There's some NBA players that didn't go, but from the players that did go, we still had Dame. Dame was 3 for 10, right? That's bad. That's terrible. And he's the point guard. So he's the guy who should have been setting other guys up, right? When I heard the analysts talking about, oh yeah, well, we don't think Coach Pop is the guy for this team. Well, actually what Coach Pop did is set up a culture where multiple guys can get an opportunity to shine. Because if you just let Durant go out there and shoot it 30, 40 times, Dame Lillard go out there and shoot 30, 40 times, where does that leave the other guys who signed up for the team, right? Where does that leave them? They're not going to want to come play if all they're doing is just giving the ball to Kevin Durant or Dame Lillard. Come on. If you're a basketball player, right, you understand that part of the game. So with that being said, right, Zach LaVine had a pretty decent game. He was 3 for 6, but outside of that, it was pretty ugly. Jrue Holiday, my guy, right? He just won himself a championship. He had the second best stat line, 18.7 rebounds and 4 assists. But Bam actually had the best stat line. Now, the number 3 reason why Team USA lost this game was simply because Team France was more prepared. And they have more of a game plan, more structure on their team, because Evan Fournier, he's an NBA player, but he's an NBA role player, meaning he's usually coming off the bench, right? 6th or 7th guy, or if he's in a starting role, he's not the number 1, the number 2, or the number 3 option. He just happens to be a guy out there that if he hits shots, boom, it's a plus. But the reason they have him out there is to hit shots. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because when looking at the box score, right, Evan Fournier took the most shots for Team France. He was 11 for 22, which is 50%. That basically means he made a shot, he missed the shot. He made a shot, he missed the shot. He made a shot, right? The entire game. So I'm kind of like, well, what happened with the defense on him? But it wasn't actually the defense. It was just the fact that these guys kept missing shots. Now, what's important to note when we're talking about France, because they are the third reason, we got to put a little respect on their name, because they knew what they were trying to do when they came into this game. So Evan Fournier was the reason that they won. But I'm saying this, right? If Evan Fournier is this good, a lot of NBA coaches should be fired, because Evan has been in the NBA for a while. He is an NBA veteran now. He's much closer to the end of his career than he is the beginning. Okay, so I want to make that clear, right? Evan Fournier, he did his thing out there, and you know, I'm a little, I feel a little bit bad that Team USA lost, but come on, Durant, come on, Dame, we need y'all to step it up. So with that being said, stay tuned to the channel. I'm going to continuously bring more analysis, more commentary, and more just basketball information and knowledge. So stay tuned. We'll be back. See you guys on the next video. Peace.